Hey campers, George here, back in the man cave. Today was a sometimes chickens, sometimes feathers. Yeah, that kind of a day. Got me some nice electrician's knives. 3 of them, hoping to add them to my collection, which is growing. I'm very proud of it. Unfortunately, like I said, sometimes there's feathers. Let's check it out. So like I said, I got me 3 electricians and I decided it's time to clean them up and add them to the collection. However, only 2 made it. These things happen, and you know what? I share everything on my channel. Brace yourself. Let's see what happened. There's 4 of them. They're electricians. Some interesting ones. So let's look at them. Thinking about upgrading one of them. Here they are here. See them? 4 electricians. Ha! I think 3 are Camillus. You know what I mean. See them? This guy's got a wood handle. So does this guy. Huh. You hear that? Look at this. What are you doing? You're meant to be in that box. This one's it's a little thin for you. How are you going to get out of this now? Oh, good Lord. I have no words. It's her birthday and she's being goofy. Anywho, this guy, look at that. Beautiful wood handle on it. It's an electrician. But I can tell you, ooh, this is a clue. Trying to get these open. Look at that. Right? Is that not nice? Nice looking electrician, isn't it? I was impressed. I don't know where I got it. I think it was a mail call. Here's the tag stamp. Hard to read, but with a little bit of searching and guesswork, I finally found out what it is. It's these guys. Or is it these guys? I don't know. I looked them up. I looked everywhere, tried to find information. Nothing. I don't know if it's one of those weird ones where, you know, like Sabre had stuff made all over the place. Apparently, Germany and Japan, I think, couldn't find anything. Everything but knives, electrical products, da-da-da-da-da-da. That's all I could find. Anywho, it's a pretty cool knife. I really like it. Nice wood handle. It's in good condition. It's a true electrician. And typical for Japanese, the springs on these. Oh! Very, very common to see that on a Japanese knife. And it has that same wood again. Very common with all Japanese knives, especially the old guys. Very cool. Needs to be cleaned up. Then I have these 3. Yeah. Like I said, Camillus. And I had to look through and look at the tang stamps. Here's this one here. Okay. Here it is here. And, you know, as you can see, it has the italic Camillus over. And I went and looked at my other Camillus electricians I have. Here's a picture of them. Those are the ones I've restored. I have a duplicate of this, and it's actually in better condition. More on that later. Another one. $10, I think. Look at that. Blade sticking up. That can't be good. And I don't have one. Look at that. Camco. Oh my. She finally got out of her box. Anywho, look at that. Camco. I don't have a Camco electrician. And as you know, Camco, short for Camillus Corporation. I think it was a brand that they use for a little bit less expensive. To be honest, I'm looking at these two and they look identical. Just different tank stamps. Anywho, and then I got this guy. Look at that. Yeah, look what it says. TL29, and it's on a badge. Wood handle. I was so excited. Pulled out the tool. Look at that. Pretty good condition, right? Is that not nice? Very nice. Then I pulled out the blade. Yeah, not so much. Look at that. Totally destroyed. Somebody made it into a Warren cliff. What were they thinking? Not only that, if you look really carefully at the tank stamp, here it is here, it's kind of hard to see. It's a 4-line Camillus. Oh. Now what do you... I got to find a beat up one, spear point Camillus 4-line blade to fix it. This one, look at that, wood handle and the badge. That's a bummer. Not going to do anything with this guy because I've got to wait for a blade. I'll have to do some serious searching. This one, the Camco, well, we'll just clean him up and add him to the collection, right? It's in pretty good condition. Clean up, fix this pointy blade issue. And then we got this guy. This is the one which is a duplicate. And I thought, well, what do I do with this? I don't want duplicates. I have barely enough room. We've got to have a reason to keep this one. I have this. See that? Camel smooth bone white. Pair of scales. Right? White bone scales on a Camillus. That'll be cool, right? It's going to be a challenge, though. Kind of makes me nervous. Haven't really worked with much bone. Going to have to be really careful. I just got a feeling this won't go well. 3 reasons. See the bail? The bail is actually on the pin. That makes it tough. Got to make that pin right. And we got a pin there as well. You know what? Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen, right? Okay, yeah, we have these 3 little beasties. This is that Japanese one. I'm going to clean that up first. And hopefully it'll be nice and clean. Clean up the wood. I might even... I don't know if I want to do that. I was thinking of putting acrylic on it, but maybe I'll just leave it plain. Just want to clean it up, get it shiny, and then sharpen it. So that'll be a quick one. This is the Camco. And this one I'm going to clean up as well, just like that. We'll clean it up, make it nice and shiny, and sharpen it up. That'll be a good one. And then this one is the one we're going to take. Lordy, the handle off. Let me quickly shine these up. I'll go through them really quickly. I'll get them done. I'm not going to show you the whole process, but I'll give you some quick looks as we go, and then we'll do that one. See, here we are at 7,000. It cleaned up nicely. Even the handle shines. So we'll leave this guy now. We'll polish him when we do the other ones, and then we'll sharpen it. See, here we have the Camco. Just needs a good polish, shine, and sharpen. Blade is not too bad. It's got a lot of scratching on it, but we'll clean it up as best we can. I will do it and show you the end result. And here we have this guy at 7,000. It cleaned up nicely. Look at that. Gotta love these knives. This blade has been shortened and trimmed down. On the spring here, it's maxed out. And the blade was longer and came down deeper. So we've got to trim that down. Closer. There we are. Don't want to go any further than that. Alright. So now we have this guy. I'm nervous about this whole thing. We've got to take that handle off. Which means we've got to cut that and that. I'm going to slice them down here, I think. I don't want to try and... Well, you know, it doesn't matter if I damage these, right? Well, it does. I'd like to keep them. But maybe we can just file and punch them out. Just made the hole bigger. The guide hole are punched. Yeah, we have to cut it. The springs are a little worn, you see there, but not a lot. That's not bad. That's probably the tool. That's going to be the knife. Might just switch them around. See, they've had little plastic studs that they melted onto the liners to hold it flat. So here we are now. Got to think about this, so I can't mess it up. It's the only white bone I have. Well, I'm running out of time because I have to do the live in an hour. I got to get ready for that. So I'm going to think on this a little bit more, and then we'll get it done tomorrow. Okay, campers, next day. I had to do the live last night. Thanks to everybody who popped in for that. That was fun. What I did last night, though, before the live, was I glued these on. And you can see them there. And reason for doing that is I need to drill the holes. We're going to drill these, then we'll pin it all together, and then we'll form the scales. Okay, now I'm getting ready to drill them, but there's something that we have to keep in mind. If I don't keep this level so that this is level with the rest of the knife, if I drill in at an angle, when I pin, it's going to bend the pins. We don't want that. You've got to be nice and vertical going down. So what I had to do was I put the spring in here because that's how thick it is there. Then I'm going to use this to keep that level. And then of course by stacking these, I have it about as level as I can get it. So now when I drill into here, I'm going to be nice and vertical for both of these, because they're going to need to go straight through. Okay, originally I put the pin through here. The problem with that is you put the springs under tension to line this back one up, which means I had to take it out, put the back one in first, pin this loosely, because we're going to have the bail on there as well, and then shape the handles so that we can squeeze the springs to line the holes up to put this pin in, allegedly. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try something here to see if I can get this pin in. Ha! Look at that. Okay, so you probably noticed while I was fiddling with it, these came off. The glue didn't hold. But it was enough to drill the holes and get the pinholes lined up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pin it without glue. I'm going to have to glue. The problem I'm having right now is that they sit like this, and I can't figure out why. But that's how they're sitting. Okay, we're this far now. We're getting close to starting to really shape it. And I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. The boss told me I have to take lunches. We'll be back. So we've got the basic shape going here, and as you can see, I got to clean all this side up here, obviously reduce it to match this side. Got to do it on both sides, but we're getting there. Okay, here we are now, and what I did was filed some more and used 80 grit to start shaping it and smoothing it off, getting it a little bit more rounded off, no like edges. Now we got to clean the whole thing up. So I have me 180, 320 to 400, 500 to 600, 12 to 1500. Gonna work up through those on it. I got to clean up these bolsters. You see how I've scratched them, trying to get this as close as possible. So that's a little problem, but maybe we can fix it. So here we go. So here we are with a 180. Cleaned up the bolsters a little bit. I'm going to work through them and I'll show you the end result. One thing I wanted to show you, look how white this one is. Okay, nice constant white. The more I filed into this one, I got like a yellowing inside. At first I thought it was because I was rubbing on the copper pins, the brass pins, sorry, but it's not, because it didn't happen on this side. And I think it's just discoloration in the bone. Is it a problem? Not really. I think it just shows that it's real bone. And we're done. Well, you win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, the lose somes cost you. This one cost me 2 days. There it is there. And I was going along great guns. Everything was fine. And I realized that I'm going to have to repin it. Because when shaping, I'd already pinned it. And I had put a bevel in so that when I pin it down, it would spread and hold. When I filed down the handle, I went through the bevel. So that was a problem because the pin wasn't really holding anymore. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to repin it. And the best way to do it is squeeze it again, and use another pin to push the other one through. Well, I put it in the vise, and it was holding just fine. And I started tapping, and I got through about halfway, and I was tapping, and didn't have it in the vise properly. And the knife sprung out of the vise. Yeah. Totally broke the handle. This side cracked. I don't know if you can see that. But the other side just literally shattered. So there we are. Lesson learned. Unfortunate because it was looking pretty good. I was really liking the way the knife was going to look. What do? You move right along. Next project. So there you go. Well, at least these two made it. I got to tell you, I kind of like this guy. It's a pretty cool knife, you know, made in Japan, a very typical Japanese knife. The wood handles, the heavy steel, I like it. Good addition. I just need to sharpen it and add it to the collection. Same goes with this guy. Yep, the Camco, which means it goes into my Camillus collection. Good addition. Have a couple of them, and they tend to look just like this. Just the tang stamps are different, which ages them, which is a good thing. So not a total loss. Just trying to be positive here. 10 or 15 minutes you're never going to get back, but you can see the process. I wanted to show you what I did. And I think the way to do it is, when I do this, is actually just take the knife totally apart, which is what I should have done. Mounted the handles onto the liners like I did, drilled the holes, and formed the handles off of the knife. And then once I had the handles together, cleaned the knife and put it back together and pinned it. Lesson learned. So there you go. Thought I'd share that with you. I know a lot of people don't show their oopses. I like to think that my channel is a learning channel. And if you like to do projects like this or anything else I do, walking sticks or whatever, I like to show you how I do it, because you can see how I do it. And if you've never done it, maybe try it yourself and follow what I do. Well, it doesn't always work. And this is proof. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Always appreciated. Especially when this happens, we all learn. Just saying. We will see you again soon. Got a couple of different projects coming up. That'll be exciting.